back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we're still trying to get those subscribers up, baby. You already know. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and rocking with your girl. Y'all, I know it's been a minute. It's been a little minute. I haven't posted a video in about 4 weeks. I actually have one that is posting today, right now as we speak. And I will be posting this the next day. So I'm just gonna kind of double it up and come and hit y'all back to back to back to back to back. Because I've been missing you in action and I feel like I need to make up for it. But I have good reason. So today we're here to talk about just basically my life update, what I've been up to, career stuff, living in LA stuff, as well as a dating in LA update. And I know y'all want to know the see about fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it, and you're just gonna see me get ready and put my makeup on while I talk about this stuff, okay? So my eyebrows are already done just because I didn't feel like doing them on camera, and my lips are lined and I got my lip gloss on because I can't be on camera looking crusty, rusty, and dusty with these lips. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. I got my phone here so I can look at my little notes because I'm trying to make sure that I stay, you know, on topic and that we can get through this efficiently. So, okay, let's get into the first thing, guys. So today is July 31st. I believe it's July 31st. So tomorrow is August, y'all. Can you believe it's August already? Like I said, I haven't posted a video in 4 weeks because I've had a lot going on in my life. The first thing that happened to me, y'all, is I got COVID. Yes, she, me, her. I got COVID. Now, first thing I'm gonna say is thank God, thank the ancestors, thank the universe, thank Allah that I'm still here, that I made it through. But yeah, I got COVID. So let me tell y'all what happened. It's 3 weeks ago till today, because today is Saturday. 3 weeks ago, I went to work at my part-time job. So I went to work, regular degular, everything is everything. Oh, I just used the primer from The Ordinary as well, y'all. Same shit I always use. I'm about to go in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder foundation in the color Deep, and then I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty because it's summertime and I have a tan, and this is in Pro Filter 445. I don't really know how I feel about it. I really prefer my NARS, but since I'm more tan and more melanated right now, I'm gonna use this. We'll see how it turns out. So yeah, 3 weeks ago to today, I went to my part-time job. Halfway through my shift, I got a horrible headache. I'm not a person who is prone to getting headaches. That's not really something that happens to me a lot. Yeah, I don't get headaches like that. So it was definitely, you know, out of the ordinary. That week, I had went back to work at my main job. You guys know I've talked about it, how I've been working from home for over a year, and I had to go back for the very first time. I went back the one day. It was literally only 4 of us in the office. Everybody was social distance. Everybody was far from each other. During my lunch break, I went to the Santa Monica Pier because I work in Santa Monica, right down the street from the beach. So sometimes during my lunch break, when we were still working, I would go to the Santa Monica Pier. So I thought, well damn, since I'm here, it's my very first day coming back into the office, let me go to the Santa Monica Pier. There were a hell of people there, lots of tourists, it is summertime. So keep that in mind, okay? I went, my lunch break was an hour, came back home, I think I got something to eat. I think I went to Zara as well. I walked around, went to Zara, saw that they were having a sale, was like noted. And then I went back to work, came home. I actually went home early. The next day, I go back to Santa Monica because, again, like I said, Zara was having a sale, so I wanted to go and check out some of their stuff. So I go back to Zara, go shopping. I had a date as well, so I went on a little date right there in Santa Monica at one of the little restaurants in the promenade. So I went on my date. Okay, so I'm looking at my mirror, y'all, so just be cautious of that because I gotta see myself. So yeah, so I went on my date, and then that night, me and my friend went to the Brent Faiyaz concert. He was supposed to be premiering his new single with Drake, the one Waste Your Time, Wasting Time, whatever it's called. He didn't even show up, but we had a blast. We had so much fun. We danced all night, met some people, drinks, everything. It was a good time. Okay, so I was at the club. Keep that in mind. That was on Wednesday. Thursday, I ended up working from home. Didn't go nowhere. Friday, working from home, didn't go anywhere because I knew I had to go to work at my other job, right? The next day, that weekend. So next day I go to my job. Halfway through my shift, I get a horrible headache. Now, there was another girl at my job who's also feeling the same symptoms that I was. Horrible headache. And on Sunday, she ended up going home early. I stuck it through and I just powered through it. I had a headache all the rest of Saturday night, right? It was bad. But when I woke up on Sunday morning, it was worse. It was really bad. And I'm just like, yo. And in my head, I'm thinking about COVID because for the past year and almost year and a half now, every time anybody has gotten sick, anytime you have a cough, you have a sneeze, everybody automatically thinks about COVID. So I've had times where I've gotten like a little sick or had a little cold or something, and you know, it wasn't COVID, so I just, whatever. So of course I thought in my head, damn, I hope it's not COVID, but I really was just adamant about the fact that I didn't have COVID. I just didn't believe it. Now what's crazy is when I went to Zara, when I told you guys I went back on Wednesday to go to Zara that week, before I started feeling symptoms, my brother called me and told me that he had COVID and he had, you know, was on the other side and getting better and everything. So that is just the irony of everything, how my brother who lives in Arizona got COVID and then I ended up getting COVID. Sunday, like I said, my headache was horrible, but I still went to work. And that night I came home, I got home from work probably like 6 o'clock. I took a shower because I had a date. After I took my shower, I took some aspirin and I was feeling a little bit better, and then I went on my date. So we ended up having a great night, having fun. Next morning I wake up and I'm still feeling bad. I'm just like, why am I still feeling bad? Like I shouldn't be feeling like this. So the next day, I'm supposed to go into the office because my days to go in are Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, bitch. I just had to like, come on, Fenty. I didn't even put that much on, girl. Like, come together. So I'm supposed to go to work. And at my main job, they really are not playing any games about coronavirus. Every time that anybody goes into the office, you have to take this questionnaire that we have. We have a whole COVID response team, and you have to complete the questionnaire. Of course, they're asking you if you have any symptoms, cold, cough, things like that. And then if you answer those accordingly and you don't have any of the symptoms, then you're clear to go to work. Okay, so I wake up in the morning, I take my little questionnaire, and I was feeling some of the symptoms, but I lied and I just said I'm good because I really felt like I just had a cold. So I'm just like, you know, I'm fine, like I'm good. I know I probably just got a little cold, it's fine. Submit the questionnaire, I get cleared, I get up, I get in the shower. Baby, I got in that shower, and I love my showers hot, right? I got in that shower and I damn near felt like I was gonna pass out. I just knew something wasn't right. And I got out of the shower and I told myself, oh no, you're not going anywhere. You cannot go to work like this. So I texted my supervisor, I'm like, hey, you know, somebody was sick at my job this weekend. I think I may have caught what they have. I don't think it's COVID or anything. I think it's just a cold, but just to be sure and be safe, I'm gonna stay home today. And I resubmitted the questionnaire and I told the truth the second time, so then I wasn't cleared. So with my job, if you're not cleared, if you don't get cleared to come to work, you have to submit information to the HR COVID response team. One of my coworkers, because I told my coworkers, hey, I'm not coming in, I'm not feeling well, I don't want to get none of y'all sick. I think it's just a cold. So one of my coworkers told me about another coworker who had a cold. She's like, yeah, she just had to take a COVID test, show them that it was negative, and then when she felt better, she came in, everything was cool. So I contacted the COVID response team. They tell me I have to take a COVID test. I have a negative COVID test, and then I'll be able to come to work. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm good. I know it's not COVID. I know it's not COVID. It can't be COVID. Why would I get COVID? I go to Kaiser. Kaiser has a little drive-through thing, and I take my COVID test. I'm about to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mini Instead Retouch Setting Powder in the color Honey. So I go get my little COVID test, and I was nervous. I'm like, you know, this is real. So my camera overheated. If anybody's thinking about getting the Sony a5100, 0 stars, would I recommend. So while I was letting it cool down, I tried to fix my little hair or whatever. I'll have to fix it some more, so please excuse that. But let's just get back into the story. So we're gonna conceal first, and then we're gonna put on our powder. I'm all over the place today. So yeah, I was nervous about taking the test, but at the same time, I just kept telling myself, there's no way I can have COVID. I cannot have COVID. I don't get sick like that. I may get a cold once or twice a year, but I don't get sick like that. I've never had the flu, which is a reason why I did not get the vaccine, even though we know you can still catch COVID with the vaccine. So that's why I didn't get the vaccine, or I wasn't worried about getting the vaccine, because I don't get sick like that. Yeah, so I don't get sick like that, so I wasn't really worried about getting the vaccine. I've never had the flu. I don't get the flu shot. It's just not something that's, you know, normally of my concern. I get the test done or whatever. I come back home, regular degular, continue to work from home. Next day, I go on Kaiser's website, and girl, I clicked on the test results, and then I clicked on COVID, and that shit said positive. I was thoroughly shocked because up until that point, you know, I just had regular cold symptoms other than that horrible headache and then the fatigue and the fever. But even at my other job on that Sunday when I had got my temperature taken, my temperature was 99. So I still wasn't worried about it. Like, I could not believe it. I even got a little bit emotional, y'all. I cried a little bit because I was nervous about if my symptoms were gonna get worse. Because at the time, you know, the symptoms were manageable. They were horrible, but they were manageable. And I just really didn't want to go through the crazy symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and losing, you know, your taste and your smell and all that other stuff. I didn't want to go through that. And my brother, when he had it really bad. I really didn't know what was gonna happen after that. My brother had to FaceTime me and calm me down. It was just a mess. So basically, I just ended up staying in the bed, staying home, catching up on TV shows. Headache was still bad, but it was really in and out. The headache had kind of subsided, and the fatigue and the fever and the lack of energy is what really kicked in. I could not do anything but lay in the bed. When I took showers, I had to take them very quickly, and I couldn't turn the water on to the highest temperature like I like it. I like my showers to be scalding, and I couldn't do that because you get hot, your body temperature goes up, and then you're dead, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to take really quick showers. Brushing my teeth, I couldn't even stand up for the full 2 to 3 minutes that you typically stand up to brush your teeth. So I would have to start brushing my teeth, and then I would literally have to go and lay in my bed and lay down and brush my teeth. That's what I would have to do because it would just be so bad. It was really bad. I was really bedridden for about 7 days. Like I said, I could barely stand up to do anything. I would literally lay in the bed. I had ordered some Amazon groceries, so I had food that, you know, got delivered to me or whatever. I didn't have an appetite. I lost 5 pounds. I didn't have an appetite for anything that I had. I had bought some stuff to make sandwiches, right? So one day I literally was in the bed the whole day like, I really need to make a sandwich. I'm hungry, I want a sandwich. But I have no energy to get up and make a sandwich. Finally got up to make the sandwich after I mustered up the strength, everything within me, okay? And I mustered up the strength to go and make a sandwich. Halfway through making the sandwich, I had to come back and lay my ass down. That is how horrible COVID was to me. Mind you, my symptoms were still very mild. So I feel for people who had full-blown bad symptoms and going through it for 10 to 14 days. It is no joke, okay? COVID came and really rocked my world. At one point, I literally was laying in the bed thinking, is this just how my life is gonna be? Like, I'm just gonna be bedridden for the rest of my life? Because in my mind, and the way that my body felt, I just could not even see or fathom being able to be up and moving again. I just thought it wasn't gonna happen for me again. I didn't know what was going on. It was just really a hot mess. I was sweating a lot, sleeping at night. I would wake up in sweats. So then I'm turning on my fan, but then I would get cold, so then I gotta turn it off, but then I would get hot again and I'm sweating, so then I gotta turn it back on. It was just a mess. I had one night where I woke up in the middle of the night and I just felt like I had to throw up. But I didn't have anything on my stomach to throw up. I had to mentally talk myself down from getting up and going into the bathroom because I knew, and I said to myself, Ashley, if you get up and you go to this bathroom, you go to this toilet, you're gonna throw up, but you have nothing to throw up, which means you would just be vomiting bile, and that is horrible. It's just, I had nothing on my stomach because I didn't have an appetite for anything. And every time I would try to eat something, like I would have something in my head to eat. So I would make it once I got the energy to do it, and then when I would bite it and take a bite into it, that first bite, it didn't even taste like what I thought it would taste like or what I remembered it tastes like. Nothing tasted good to me. So like I said, I didn't lose taste or smell, but my appetite and my taste buds were definitely off. Other than that, I'm very grateful. I know I just made that sound very bad, and it was bad, just the fever, the fatigue, the lack of energy, everything, losing the appetite. It was all bad. However, I'm very grateful that my symptoms were on the milder scale because it could have been a lot worse. So I ended up making it through. It really took me from the time that I had symptoms, honestly, it was 2 weeks. And then that Sunday, which was this past Sunday, today is Saturday. So this past Sunday that just passed, I said, I'm getting out of the house. You know, my doctor cleared me, said that, well, I knew that after 10 days and after you don't have a fever for 24 to 48 hours, you were good to go outside again. But I still waited an extra 2 days after that before I went out the house. And I just took a drive up the coast. You guys know I live in LA. I took a drive up the coast to Malibu and, you know, just came back home, got me some food because I just needed to get out of the house. So, and it was still a little bit of a struggle. I think I went and got me a smoothie from one of my favorite places. Yeah, I ended up doing that just to get myself out of the house because quarantining is hard, especially when you know that you have COVID, and I literally could not leave my apartment. So yeah, y'all, my ass done made it through COVID, and I think now that I have this energy, I'm just grateful to have energy again. I'm grateful to be up and moving. So I have been doing a lot. The next thing I wanted to talk about is I quit my job. So with this whole COVID thing, my part-time job, I decided to let them go. I've been wanting to let them go for a long time. It is, you know, sometimes things just need to be going. I have a long history with this company. I've worked with the company for 4 years. They have a very high turnover rate. They don't treat their employees right. And this whole COVID situation with me getting COVID, I knew they were gonna act a fool because a lot of other people have gotten COVID there and they didn't treat them right. So when they didn't treat me right, and I was already thinking about quitting. If y'all seen like my last vlogs, I was already talking about quitting this job. So I have officially quit that job and I'm just gonna do my side hustles for my little extra money. My main job pays all of my bills, but my part-time job was just like, you know, my extra money, like my shopping money, like, you know, paying off some debt, you know, just like the extra stuff that I like to do, traveling and whatnot. But I'm good. I will be dedicating more time to my business, the nail drip. You feel me? So follow me on Instagram at @the_nail drip. I'm still getting my website together, guys. I am going to finish it myself, and then if I don't like the way it likes, I'm just gonna end up paying somebody to do me a website so we can really just, you know, really bring this thing up. I really want to get to a place where I can make sufficient money from my nail business, and God willing, I will be able to even quit my main job and survive off of my nail business. But you know, things are getting where they need to be. I actually got accepted into school, so I will be starting this program hopefully the end of next month. I got accepted. I'm just getting my classes and registering and getting everything together with financial aid so they can pay for it, because ain't nobody trying to come out of pocket for that. So I'll be going to school doing this program for a year. And YouTube, I am fully committed to YouTube. I am really trying to find my niche and what it is that I want to do. And I really think I figured it out. I love to do the clothing hauls, y'all. I love to do the clothing hauls. Y'all know I do nail tutorials as well. You guys also know that I vlog and do little videos like this, but I love the clothing hauls. So the quality of my clothing hauls are not to where I want it to be. So I will be getting a new camera, getting some more lighting, but it is going to be a process. I just told y'all I quit my part-time job. So all the extra money that I had to do, a lot of the stuff I've done for my nail business, I bought hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff for the nail business I was able to do because of that part-time job. So, you know, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get everything I need for the YouTube channel. The next thing is the camera. I did just recently get some lighting. And I want some other lighting as well. So I'm just trying to get the quality together so I can do these clothing hauls, which is the main thing I want to do, along with the other videos. But I will be bringing you more content. Also, I want to bring more LA content. That seems to do pretty well here on my channel, and my channel is very small, but people actually reach out to me on Instagram saying that they saw my videos on YouTube, which I think is so freaking cool. And it's always usually the LA vlogs. People want to know about moving to LA and what it's like to live in LA. So I will be providing more of those videos to help you guys out. Also, what's next on my little list? Y'all know I got my little phone here for my little notes. What's next? Oh, so I want to do clothing hauls and try-ons. So with that, I will be getting back on my keto diet and my weight loss journey. I'm really thankful because I've been off of keto since May 5th. I went back on for a little bit, like a week. And then I've just been off of it, and I've only gained 5 to 6 pounds from where I was at when I initially stopped keto after being on it for 3 months. So I'm actually happy about that. It wasn't too much, and I still feel great, look great, but I want to get back to where I was and then continue my journey of my ultimate weight loss goal. So I have like 25 more pounds to go for that, to get where I want to get, because I feel like I want to be comfortable when I'm doing these clothing hauls and feel the most confident that I can. And it's weird because I'm in my skin every day, and when I go out and I wear my clothes, I feel good, I feel like I look great. But it's different when you see yourself on camera. You just point out every little imperfection, which is also not a really good thing to do. So I will push through it and do these clothing hauls and these try-on hauls for you guys, but I want to make sure that I'm most confident that I can be. So more of that coming. Weight loss journey, keto, back on it. I will be back on it officially on Monday. Today's Saturday, so that's why I'm going to get crab legs today, because yeah. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Oh, I'm going to New York. I'll be in New York like in a week and a half. 2 weeks from now, I will be in New York. So New York vlogs are coming. The last time I went, I am not satisfied with those New York vlogs. So this time will be so much better. I think I was a little bit overwhelmed with being by myself in New York, and it being my first time, that I just couldn't focus that much on creating the content that I wanted to for you guys. So I do still feel like I got some good footage, but this time around, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much better. I'm actually going for 7 whole days. I will be working some of the days that I'm there, working from home, because I'm really trying to get a feel for New York, because you know, I've always wanted to live there. I don't know how this is gonna happen, but I'm claiming it now that I will be bi-coastal. Really, I'm claiming tri-coastal. I wanna be New York, LA, Atlanta, but definitely bi-coastal with New York and LA. So I will be going there a lot more, and yeah, I love New York. It was a great vibe. I knew it in my heart for years since I was in college that I wanted to live in New York for some time, and you know, LA is always my dream too, so I feel like I will always come back to LA and this will be home base. But I'm definitely gonna move to New York. Maybe next year, the year after that, I'm definitely gonna move to New York. So right now, in my head, in my mind, I'm bi-coastal. So I will be going to New York several times a year. At least 4 times a year. So yeah, I'm bi-coastal now. New York is my second home. Let's get back to the makeup, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing, getting ready. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is, all right, y'all, let's talk about dating in LA. Let's talk about it, y'all. So, my dating life is lit, okay? I'm out here. And the thing is, it ain't even as lit as it could be, because I mean, not really always like accepting dates or stuff like that, but yeah, dating is cool. Dating is very ghetto at the same time, because the dating pool is trash, and I'm convinced that it's just everywhere. I'm convinced that it's just our generation. I'm convinced that it's just a pool of men. I'm also convinced that I need to start dating outside of my race, and that's all I'm gonna say. I actually have a guy that I've been talking to. I don't know if he's Mexican. I think he might be Italian or something. And he's cool. He literally lives in the building across from mine, which is crazy. We both live in downtown LA in these like luxury apartments. So I kind of like that. That means that we're kind of on the same playing field. What I've been finding is that guys are just not on the same playing field as me. Financially, emotionally, intellectually. It just seems like, especially guys from LA, and I talked to my homegirl that's from LA, and I have another homegirl out here that's from here, and they kind of confirmed that for me, that men out here, black men out here, a lot of them didn't follow the same path as the black women. Most of us, a lot of us, go to college or go to school or figure out what we're trying to do. A lot of them are behind the curve. A lot of them still live with their mama or a cousin or somebody. They don't have their own place. That is a no-go for me. And just where I'm at financially and where I'm trying to go, I need somebody who is on my same level. But I am willing to compromise and, you know, go out with somebody, get to know somebody who is not. And that doesn't always work out, because it's like they still be full of shit too. At the end of the day, I'm very, very, very optimistic about dating. In my previous videos, I definitely had a different stance, but now today, I'm very optimistic about dating. And there is a specific reason for that. We'll get to that. So yeah, I've been dating. I've been going on dates. Even in New York, when I went to New York, I went on 2 dates, which was cool. Not anybody that I would take serious, but I realize and I understand that dating is a numbers game. Dating is a numbers game. You really just gotta put yourself out there and hope for the best. Like, you really just gotta put yourself out there and hope for the best, baby, and just hope that something pans out that you like. And I'm honest with myself about what I want. So I go on dates sometimes with guys that I know I would not take serious, but it's just so I can put myself out there, go somewhere, do something, have a new experience. I don't mind that. Now, the only issue is with that is that after like a couple of dates, I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I know I'm not gonna take you serious. You don't have anything that I want. I'm cool, I'm straight on you. And then, you know, I've had instances where those guys were just really nice, but it's just, like I said, we just are not on the same playing field. You are not who I want. I just, you know, don't want to be with you. Some of those guys are really nice. And then sometimes I stop talking to them because they be on some bullshit. And it's like, how dare you be on some bullshit? This is an honor, okay? And you don't even match up. So for you to be on some bullshit, it's like the audacity. As far as the other dates that I've been on, I don't have anything specific to talk about, but I do want to talk about just one situation. Not so much the person, but just one situation and why I have this smile on my face. Because I have a smile on my face. Now, I'm single. I am still single. I am not talking to anybody seriously. The reason why I have a smile on my face, oh, sorry, y'all. I am using this Juvia's Place palette, Warrior, Juvia's Place. So yeah, the reason why I have a smile on my face about the dating thing and why I'm so optimistic is because I had a good experience, you guys. I forgot to put my powder on. Let me put my Fenty powder on. I ended up having a good experience, or an experience that was good for me. Let me just say that. I had an experience that let me know that I am completely open and ready to love again. And that is amazing. I'm so happy. My friends, they're all happy for me. Because, you know, after being in a long-term relationship, being in that relationship for so long, and there were things that happened in that relationship that really fucked with my mental and my emotional space and my confidence, for sure. So I had to rebuild myself back up. And I'm still working on it, and it's not all because of that relationship. It stems from childhood. That's why therapy is great. I'm getting back into therapy. That's one of my goals. I'm not blaming that all on my ex, but the relationship still was traumatic because of the things that happened, which is why it took so long to start dating again. I waited a year to really take somebody serious. Okay, y'all, I am back. I had to take a little break because my hair, it was not giving what it was supposed to be giving up here. I had to fix this. So it looks decent. I'm gonna fix it once I get off the camera. So please disregard. I don't know where I left off because the camera overheated again, crazy. But basically, this is what has happened, you know. I've just been on this journey and I'm finally to the place that I've been wanting to be in the past year and a half since me and my ex broke up. I realized through this last situation that I'm about to tell you guys about, I know I'm talking all around the world, but I realized that I am open and I'm ready to love again. If the door with my ex was definitely closed, there was no going back, but it wasn't locked, and I officially locked it through this last situation. Realizing that I'm in the best space that I've been in my life, and that it's time to really move on, and that I deserve the right type of love. I deserve to be treated a certain type of way. I deserve these things. And I think before, you know, because of things I've been through in my life, y'all know how it is. You just get to a place where you don't even realize, like, damn, like, no, I deserve this. I deserve to have these things. You become hardened and you can become bitter about the things that you've been through. I mean, I think that's just like human nature to have those feelings. So now I'm just in a place where I'm just a lot better. So I'm on 2 dating apps. I'm on BOK and I'm on Hinge. Y'all know I'm not consistent with these apps. I delete them, I put them back on, especially with BOK. Like, I will delete that app. But I've actually been, you know, I've been doing BOK more than Hinge. So I don't know if it's just summertime, things have changed. I don't know, whatever. I think I have my Instagram on both. I'm not sure. It may be one. But for sure, I know I have it on BOK. People be sliding into my DMs because I have my Instagram on the dating apps. cool, whatever. I like it that way. I check my Instagram every day, all day, but those apps, they will literally sit there days, weeks before I check them. So I'll have messages from guys and I ain't even checked the app, didn't even know. So I'm just putting my lashes on, guys, so I gotta look at the mirror for that. So this guy, he slides into my DM. He actually responded to my story. I had posted this Maxwell song, Fortunate. Okay, fortunate to have you, girl. That song, y'all know it. So I posted that song on my story and then he responded to it. And then we were, you know, had a little back and forth, a couple of messages. And then, you know, I just stopped messaging him because I feel like sometimes you gotta see if somebody gonna be consistent or not. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop messaging you and let's see if you pursue. Are you going to pursue? So I had to stop messaging him and it was really small talk. So then he messaged me again. I don't know if it was the same day or the next day. And we just started talking. We were just messaging each other back and forth in the DMs on Instagram. Great conversation. He was witty, he was funny, which brings out my humor, you know, my little goofy side. Yeah, we just had instantly chemistry. Instantly, we were just able to talk over the DMs. And y'all know, when you are dating, and if somebody slides me DMs or you're on one of these apps and you start messaging people, it could be like pulling teeth sometimes. But with him, it wasn't like that. Like, we were just hitting it off instantly. And he asked for my number that first day. I told him, no, you know, let me see if you worked it. And he was cool with that. And I was like, I like that. I like the fact that you respected my boundary. Okay? And I also like the fact that you like, okay, cool. Like, I'll play it her way because I know I'm gonna get her number. I like the confidence. So we continue to talk, and then he starts sending me voice notes on Instagram. His voice is so sexy to me because he's from the Bronx. You know, y'all know I fucking love New York. So he's from the Bronx, so he has this New York accent, but you can tell he's smart. You know, he still speaks proper, but it's a little razzle dazzle of ratchet. That's how I like my man proper with the razzle dazzle of ratchets, because that's how I am. So we talking, you know, we send in the voice notes. I really like his voice. You know, I go on, you know, I'm looking at his Instagram page, obviously. Since he had messaged me, I looked on his Instagram page. He looked cool, you know what I'm saying? Smart. I like the vibe. He was giving me the vibes. We were definitely vibing. 6'3". You guys know. Since I was a little girl, you know, I always used to say, oh, he gotta be 6 something. I want my man to be 6 something, because I just always wanted like a basketball player. This guy plays basketball too. He has history playing basketball, and he, you know, that's his thing. So he got that, you know, that physique. So he's 6'3", and I'm really struggling with this lash, y'all. This whole video is a struggle. Yeah, he's 6'3", from the Bronx. He lived in Atlanta for a little bit, so we had that in common. He is half Jamaican. I like that too. I like it. Everything I like. Conversation good. He funny as hell. Like, he is super funny, super witty. Just, oh my gosh, it's just great. It's just great. It's just great. Conversation and the energy and the vibes. It was the vibes. The vibes between me and this guy were just so good in a way where after like a day or two, I was like, do I like him? Because I feel like I like him. Let me tell you, how I am, if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. I don't really have a lot of in-between with people. Most of my serious relationships, we met, we vibed, we got together. Because it's like, when you know, you know. I'm that type of person, when you know, you know. And most of, like, the couple of times that I had, I wouldn't even call it situationships because I never had sex with these two guys, but I had 2 situations with 2 guys where it was the same thing. We met, we vibed, just chemistry, but they just didn't want to be in a relationship. They didn't want to take it further, so we just could never get it right. My other relationships, we met, we vibed, we're together. And we're together for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Whether it worked out or not. I know when I like somebody. And my friend that I've known for over 10 years, I was talking to her about it. She was like, yeah, because actually you're really picky. And I was like, damn. I realized that I really am. When it comes to men, and me and her were having this conversation yesterday as well, how I am is I can vibe and I can chill and I can hang out and I can talk to anybody, but I don't like everybody. I don't force things with guys that I don't like. I mean, some people may feel like, well, I don't need it, but a lot of people do, y'all. A lot of people do. Like, I can't force things with guys that I don't like. I don't do it. I don't do those things. So when I like you, and it's just there, it's up and it's stuck. Okay, and I know instantly, it don't take me long to figure out if I genuinely like somebody and I genuinely like our energies, our vibes, our souls match with each other. That doesn't take me long to figure that out. I know it. With dating, I can date guys, but it's like, I don't like him like that. And even if they do something to piss me off, I'm not pissed off because I like you or you hurt my feelings. I'm pissed off because I don't like the disrespect. That's what it be. I just don't like the disrespect. But I don't like you. All right, so last thing I'm gonna use is my Urban Decay All Nighter. And it's my setting spray, so we're gonna put this on. Woo! Okay. I like to tap my setting spray in. I think I got this from Jackie Aina. Somebody does this, and I like to do that. Tap, tap, tap in. Period. Now that I'm done with all of that, I can really get into the rest of this story. We hit it off. Chemistry's there. Like I said, we send voice notes back and forth. After 3 days, I decide that I would send him my phone number. Okay. Sent him my phone number, we continue to talk, things are cool. Now obviously, things didn't work out. I literally kind of just cut that off. But I will say this, I hadn't liked anybody like that since my ex. Genuine like, genuine vibes, genuine energy, genuine chemistry. So even though that situation didn't work out, I am still happy to know that can happen for me again. Because when you are in a long-term relationship and you get out of it, yeah, we know you can find love again, but you don't really feel like it. You don't. I felt like I'm gonna have to get to know somebody all over again. I'm gonna have to reveal myself all over again. Am I gonna ever be comfortable with anyone the way that I was with my ex? Comfortable in a way where I'm walking around with my, you know, my pajamas on, bonnet on, looking a hot ass mess. Like, am I ever gonna get to that space again with somebody? That is really scary because it's hard to take away and peel away the layers with a person. It takes time, especially for somebody like me. It takes time. I'm really a shy person. I'm really introverted. I'm really sensitive. I'm really emotional. So my guard is always up, and I feel like I have to protect myself because I have just a heightened sense of sensitivity. I was really just curious as to when and how, where, why, what was gonna take for me to get to that place again where I would be as comfortable as I was with my ex. And I feel like he was somebody, this person that I talked to, that I could have gotten to that place. Now, like I said, things didn't work out. We'll get into that a little bit later. So it just really opened my eyes to the fact that can happen again. You may be watching this thinking like, girl, what the fuck? But when you have been in a long-term relationship, it takes a lot out of you. And when you picture yourself with someone for the rest of your life, and then that doesn't happen, and you have to start all over again, you feel like, I'm never gonna get back to that place again. And mind you, me and my ex were only together for almost 4.5 years. But it felt like I got fucking divorced, okay? It's hard, it's very hard. So I say all of that to say that I'm very happy that I met him because he showed me that my heart was open again. And I didn't know if it was, I really didn't, because everybody I came across, I wasn't really liking them. He's the only guy that I've met in the past year that I genuinely like. The guys that I've met, I don't like none of them. Like, I don't like none of them. None of them know nobody. I can't, I'm thinking. The list ain't even that long, but nobody. I don't like none of them like that, the way that I liked him. Like, they were cool, obviously cool enough for me to converse with or be around or hang out with, but him, I liked him. The vibe was great. So I'm happy to know that my heart is open. I'm happy about it. So let me go into why we're not talking, y'all. I'm gonna say this. There are several factors and red flags that popped up for me with him. Let's start with the first one. I mentioned before about me wanting to date a man who I feel like is, I don't want to use the word level, I'm going to say that we are both in the same space. We're both on the same page. We are both at the same point in our lives. What I mean is, I live by myself. I would like somebody who lives by themselves. I have a car. Yes, I have to say that. I have to say that. I'm over 30 and still ain't got no car. He needs to have a car. I'm at a certain place in my career where I'm doing well. I'm also venturing into other things. I have other passions and dreams and things that I want to do. Need to be on the same level. That's basic, okay? Now, he didn't have none of that. Those things, he didn't have a car. Yes, y'all, he did not have a car. So y'all can, that's what I'm saying, like I really vibed with him. I really liked him. He had no car, y'all. He had no car. He's from New York, so I get it. And I have a homegirl out here. She's from New York. She don't have no car. She don't drive either. Get it. You know what I'm saying? But you need to get that together. You just gotta. And he had roommates. What can I do with that? The fact that I still talked to him for a whole month, basically. And we hung out. I actually went to his house and we hung out. But I really liked him. So that really showed me that I really did like him, and the chemistry and the vibe was real. So I'm still happy about that, to know that. But also I had to check myself that, okay, I don't care how much you like somebody, Ashley, blah, blah, blah. It's like some basic things they need to have. And if they don't have them, you gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else will come along the way. And that's why I ended up letting that go. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very, very, very proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let stuff go if a person is not meeting everything. On top of that, he lied to me about something that he didn't have to lie to me about. And I also just felt like there was a bit of emotional unavailability there with him. And that's also something that I love. I love me a good emotionally unavailable man and be torturing myself. But I vowed to never do that again. This guy will still have a special place as far as, I don't want to say my heart. I still feel that he has the potential to grow into the type of man that he's destined to be, because he talked about going to therapy. He has been to therapy. And that, to me, that is why I kept talking to him. Even though I just listed those things, the reason why I kept talking to him is because when he told me he went to therapy, I really knew that he was on some other stuff. Because, you know, that doesn't happen a lot in our community. And it could be right in their face and they still don't feel like therapy is needed. And you know, it's a process. The fact that he said that he had been to therapy, he was open to it, to continue to go again, and that he was an advocate for therapy, I really, really appreciated that. And that was a major turn on for me. That turned me on. That's part of the reason why I had overlooked everything. On top of that, number two, the other reason why I had overlooked the fact that he basically didn't have his shit together was because I don't like anybody else. Like, I have these guys that we're texting, you know, I'm talking to them when I feel like it, but I don't like them. So you're the only person that I genuinely like and enjoy talking to. So I'm gonna keep talking to you because it's fun. That's basically what it was. It was fun. But it got to a point where I'm like, okay, and this isn't beneficial for me. This isn't beneficial for me. And this is what I learned. The biggest thing that I learned about myself in this situation is that, one, don't overlook the signs. I know what I want. I know what my standards are. So if they don't meet it, it doesn't matter. I just don't need to pursue anything with that person. The other thing that I learned about myself in this situation was that if a person turns me off, if they lie to me, if I feel like they disregard my feelings, I need to not talk to that person anymore. That may sound like a simple thing to do, but most of us don't do that. Most of us will continue to talk to a person after they have shown us that they're a liar or that they disregard our feelings in some sort of way. What happens with me is when you do that with me, now I'm a different person. I'm not lovey-dovey, flirty, sexy, cute Ashley no more. Now I'm on the defense. And I don't want to operate like that anymore. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be in my femininity at all times. And we had a conversation the week that I was sick, because we talked all the time, and then we had like a little time where we didn't talk. Again, this is all within the span of a month, but we had like a little time where we didn't talk, where he lied to me about some shit that he had to lie about. And that was like when things changed and I kind of was off him. And then we started back talking again when I was sick with COVID, because I had nothing else to do. And he was like really checking up on me all the time, which I really appreciated. We had a conversation and I was saying something like, you know, I'm a really nice person. I don't know why this happened to me. why do bad things happen to good people? Because I really was tripping about this whole COVID thing. I still can't believe I got COVID. And he was like, well, do you feel like you're nice to me? And I told him, I said, well, I give you the energy that you gave me. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Well, I'm not operating in my femininity. And it's because you lied to me about some shit and you disregarded and you doubled down on the lie and halfway apologized but didn't really apologize. So now I'm just kind of like, I don't even really like you like that no more, but why am I still talking to you? That really taught me that when a person crosses a boundary with you, just cut it off, because I'm not even the same person with you no more. I'm not even giving you the, hey boo, what you doing? Oh, okay, you look cute. You know, when we be on FaceTime and shit, like, hey, you look cute. Okay, like, so what's up? I'm not even giving you that no more. It's more like, hey, what's up? Oh, okay. Like, I don't want to give that energy anymore. I don't want to give that energy. And also, another reason why we stopped talking is because, like I said, he's emotionally unavailable. I can't deal with that anymore. I need all of the feels. I need, hey baby, hey boo, hey sweetie, hey sexy, you look beautiful. Oh, let me give you a hug, let me give you a kiss. Like, I need all of that type of energy. So I cannot deal with no more men like that. I dealt with that my whole life, and I know that's why I was attracted to men like that. But moving forward, I want all of the feels. I want all of the feels. I want somebody who is genuinely just sweet to me. I don't want the hardcore men anymore, the men who are defensive with their feelings and their affection. However, like I said, I do think that he has a lot of potential. I'm pretty sure he will get there, especially in the emotional aspect. Overall, you know, it was a good experience because it taught me something about myself. And yeah, I'm just happy that I know that my heart is not like an icebox. I'm really happy to know that I don't have an icebox where my heart used to be, you know, that it's actually thawed out, okay? It's thawed out, it's warm, it's ready to love. And yeah, your girl's out here, so I'm dating. Like I said, the dating game is trash, it's ghetto, but it's still fun, and I just date who I want to date, and then when I'm done and I feel like I want to cut them off, then I just pretty much do that. So I'm kind of operating like a guy out here, and that's kind of how you have to operate, because when I tell you, these men really do not care about you. They just really don't. There are a lot of men out there who will care for you. So two things can be right at the same time, and I have finally found the healthy balance of that, because I definitely was on some like niggas ain't shit type of thing for a minute after my breakup. But I realized that yes, that is true, but there are also a lot of great men out there, and everybody wants to love somebody. You know, people just have their own stuff that they have to go through, but at the same time, you don't have to be bound to help somebody deal with their stuff, especially if they're not willing to take accountability and they are not self-aware. It's a difference if you're dealing with somebody who has baggage, who has trauma, as we all do, and they are self-aware, willing to take accountability, and ready to make those necessary changes and take those steps to better themselves and to heal, as opposed to somebody who's not doing that. Please, like, if you see those signs, run away, because it is not going to get better. So that is why I had to cut old boy off because I just seen the signs that stuff wasn't right, and it wasn't giving what it was supposed to be given. I didn't like how I was, because I felt like I wasn't vulnerable anymore, and I was on the defense because he lied to me about some shit. But I really should have cut it off when he lied. So, you know, I learned from that, and I don't know, I'm happy, I'm ready for love again, and I am manifesting that it is coming to me, and I'm going to have a good time dating in the meantime. Your girl is out here, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my life update, y'all. I got COVID, quit my job, feeling like for like 3 weeks, and now I'm just here. So stay tuned for more content. I have more content coming your way. Follow my nail page. Follow my nail page on Instagram at @the_nail drip. Hit me up for all of your press-on nail needs. I will be putting some more nail tutorials up, so please watch those or go like them or something. That has been very slow, but I know there is a big market for it, so I'm just staying consistent. But I have more stuff coming. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me know what kind of content you want to see. If you want to see some LA content, put it down below. Let me know, because I can do that for you guys, okay? And also connect with me on my personal Instagram at Miss_Ashley Yvette. I'll put that up here as well. Make sure you follow me, hit me up. I do respond to people who hit me up from YouTube. I love to connect with you guys. If you have any questions about LA, about moving here, anything like that, let me know. I'll be glad to help you out in any way that I can. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notification bell so you can be notified when I post new content. I will be more consistent, guys, I promise. And until next time, guys, stay fly.